time it started right away. So I went ahead and picked up another battery. This one's a lot cheaper actually for what I paid for it. So hopefully it works. I'm gonna try to start it again. So let's see. Fuel pumps are good. Wow, it starts looking much better, so much better. Yeah, this is the mess I gotta fix for the center console. As you can see, it's not even in. This center console has a few broken spots on it, like the e-brake boot cover. But I did add. These came out pretty good. I got these a little while back. Got the rear tires on. Match the front. And switch out the center caps as well. So that's coming along decently well. Still got to do the fog lights. So I washed the car yesterday. Unfortunately, since it's been sitting, there is tree sap like right around this area. The paint is like not rough, but it doesn't feel like clean to me. You know, these are the few spots I like the sail panels I was talking about that I got to clean up. So last week or the week prior to that, when I started the car doing all this, we had it finished. So basically, I had to tear all this apart, clean that out, and still got to go through and do all that. But I washed it a couple times, I think like 2 or 3 times, and it's just gonna it looks clean, I'm sure, but it's not to my standard. Like I'm gonna go through. I might even take the deck lid off and go through this and just clean that crap up. It's been sitting, unfortunately. I didn't have like a storage area or anything for it. Another thing that I hate that I'm gonna have to do. So rear bumper looks okay. There's a few scratches. It really bothers me. So I ordered the tent. Tent got delayed for some reason on Amazon. So I ordered tent that's gonna basically match the same color as this to black these out a little bit. I hate chrome, but I love the taillights. They've really grown on me a lot. So this battery, I went to AutoZone, and this battery I bought a couple of years ago, and it was under warranty, and they gave me a super hard time about basically saying that they tested the battery, said it was good. The battery wasn't charging, so hooked it up to a charger multiple times, one like overnight, and they basically treated like I was lying about it. So went ahead and called somebody I knew at a local junkyard, and I was like, hey, do you have any 96R batteries, because that's what I needed for this motor? And he was like, yeah, actually I do. I got one that we just literally pulled like today, because if you go look at it, and he was basically told me, he's like, battery checked out, it's actually from this year, 45 bucks. So they literally said, here you go, 8 of 23, pulled it today. So I went there, paid $45, well $55 because I got to take him this one. I'm gonna hold on to this one a couple days just to basically see, to make sure this one works, make sure that it isn't anything like a charging system or anything. But the past couple times that I've taken to get their car aligned and stuff like that, which it has been a fucking pain too, it will start and then start here and there, and then it will die, and you have to keep jumping it with a 4Runner. So I'm gonna let it run for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna basically just tighten these down and then go from there. And hopefully this video will be a little bit longer, just various stuff throughout the day. But this is where, you know, the interior's coming along. I'm still searching for a center console. I had a guy that I was talking to about shipping one, never heard back from him, so kind of my luck. Oh well. But yeah, majority of it looks pretty clean, you know. So we're moving right along, prepping this thing, hopefully getting it ready for a couple days at Mustang Week or something. So the next thing I want to tackle is getting this painted, honestly. So I might just do it myself. Never really painted a car or anything. But oh, the other thing that I really wanted to cover up, the light. So I bought a front license plate cover, because in Virginia you're supposed to technically have one. I have it in the window, but if I try to go on base with a car, where where I drill out of for the Army. They will not let you on. I've gotten a ticket for it before. So whoever had it before me really went super happy. What I believe was this bumper came from like when they bought it from the dealership. I believe that it had one of those plastic license plate covers, and somebody took it off, and then somebody drilled 2 holes here to put a license plate on, and then yeah, now I have it. So there you go. So I'm gonna tackle the rest of this car and see what else goes on today. All right, gonna go ahead and put the front license plate cover on. This is the one that I have for the rear. Now for the one for the front, that's the one I have. You can tell kind of. I probably should have ordered one just like that, but it's no big deal. The reason I did that is because this one has the 4 holes, so it should blend in pretty well with it. And once I get the bumper fixed, I'll run like one that you can attach somewhere else in the car. So let's go ahead and get to this. All right, so I have everything I need. Of course, they're even kind enough to provide this, so I don't even have to pull my toolbox back out. These came in today as well. These are for the fog light connectors, since the passenger side is missing one. The driver side is there, but probably just gonna go ahead and replace both sides with new ones. They should work just like the OPR ones. So these are for the H10, which are the fog lights for this. And previous video showed you how I was able to run. These are 99 to 01 bezels with the 03 or 4 fog lights. There you go, there you go. So let's go ahead and get to this. So this really isn't my favorite. I wish I would have ordered the other one. I might just do that because I already have the hardware, but it honestly probably looks better than just like 4 random holes there. And being in Virginia, honestly, like besides going on base, you kind of do have to have a front plate. But my idea would be to somehow, if I could run it, like I've seen people run it with the chin spoiler, they have enough gap right here where they put something back here. It sits right there. But I'll just roll with this. The previous holes, I had to use those instead of the OEM holes that they did, I think, at the dealership or whatever, where they have that plastic bracket on. So I just went ahead and used the holes that somebody else drilled in here, which wasn't a problem. I just don't care for, I thought this was gonna look better in person. It really didn't look better online. So again, I might just, you know, spend a couple, it's like $15. I think I don't even know if it's real carbon fiber or not. Obviously this is not. To me, this just kind of looks cheap. So I don't know if I'll return this or not and just, you know, go with the other. But anyways, that's that. And the last thing I want to cover is, if I could find the paper. Here it is. So took the car to get aligned yesterday, and I was told that they could do it, but this is what they have it with. And I was told that my bump steer kit needs to be taken out and regular tie rods put in for the outer, which doesn't make sense. But I really didn't think that, you know, people at the store would have the correct idea for it. And when I rolled up, they were actually giving a class on how to use the alignment machine because they just got it a couple months ago. But so I got to get that fixed. So much of a headache to get this car ready and going, but hey, at least I fixed the battery issue, I think. So closing out this video, everything that I went through and showed you in the beginning of the video, the issues that I was having for the battery. I went to AutoZone, like I said, and they were basically just telling me that the battery was good, but the battery was not holding a charge. So I went to the junkyard right down the street from me and found, I looked at the date of the battery. It's actually from this year, which works out great. So it's an Interstate, and I know they're not the best battery brand, but they're, you know, they're not, you know, they're probably above average. They're not lackluster or anything like that. Besides that, I found that the drive shaft, I needed to order the spacer from UPR, so I went ahead and did that last night. It should be here in a couple days. The drive shaft is sticking out of the transmission. The yoke is a little too much, more than I like. I did read that people are fine with that and they go with that and there's zero issue, but I kind of want to not take that chance, obviously, so I went ahead and ordered that. It's like a 15-minute install. It'll probably go longer than that. I have to get the alignment fixed and everything like that. Of course, I have to find a place in Richmond that can basically do lowered cars. I don't know what it's going to cost. A few places that I called, they said, well, we have to see the car in person. So I will have to do that. Taking the car this week to get inspected, should be easy, done. Basically, and then just find a center console. Hopefully I can. I'm pretty sure I can. It's just finding one that's not ridiculously overpriced. And I think the license plate frame. So I'm actually gonna return that one. I went ahead and just made the same one that I have on the rear of the car. Went ahead and just purchased that one off eBay. It's gonna be here in a couple of days. So it's real carbon fiber, and the reason I did that is because the one that I bought online from Amazon, I did read that it was not real carbon fiber, but it looked better online than it did in person, in my opinion. So the side scoops in the car, they both have the carbon driven inserts, and the rear frame is actually the one I got off eBay. It might be carbon driven as their eBay store or whatever, so I went ahead and ordered the front one to match it, and it does look better than just riding around with the holes in the front bumper. I think it looks a little tacky if I do that, but the license plate frame will cover it up, and I'll just go ahead and use that in the future when I get the holes painted. And then, like I was saying, right under the chin spoiler, I've seen people basically unscrew that enough to where they have enough room they can slide this like little metal piece that bolts to the frame of the car, and you basically just have the license plate ride right there. So that's basically it. That's all that I got to cover today, and hopefully later this week I will make a video going forward, and I have a few videos that I'm going to talk about stuff doing a Coyote swap, and then videos from here on out will just be basically covering the car and just taking it here and there and going places with it. And yeah, that's going to be it so far, but I have a lot of things planned, and I will catch you guys later. Though, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for future content if you do enjoy this little small channel, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one.